Tiffany Stratton wardrobe issue on SmackDown, the best and worst of WWE SmackDown after WrestleMania 41, the truth behind Alistair Black's eye, the WWE officially confirmed Bianca Belair's injury, there's backstage unhappiness in WWE over a recent announcement, Cathy Kelley for manager, Bron Breakker vows to crush Travis Scott's soul, WWE's huge bid to steal AEW's Mariah May, did Cody Rhodes leave WWE? Let's dive right in. The best and worst of WWE SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. The Raw and SmackDown shows after WrestleMania 41 were packed with surprises, from new faces to jaw-dropping moments. Raw saw Rusev and Sami Zayn return, plus Bron Breakker joining forces with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. SmackDown brought back Alistair Black, who silenced a complaining Miz with one swift kick. Cody Rhodes didn't show up after his loss to John Cena, and Alexa Bliss was left off the card again, even with WrestleMania done. Here's what rocked and what flopped on SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. Number 1. Best and worst. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill spark a future classic. Tiffany Stratton marched to the ring, bragging about her WrestleMania title defense. Everyone expected Nia Jax or Charlotte Flair to steal her spotlight. Instead, Jade Cargill stepped up, kicking off a sudden match. It was rough in spots, with some clumsy moments, but their sharp counters and big moves lit up the ring. Naomi ambushed Cargill to keep their bad blood boiling, standing tall until Stratton got back up. Nia Jax then stormed in, laying out her old partner. The match had flaws, but it showed a massive clash could be coming. Number 2. Worst. SmackDown's top stars stuck in old feuds. Solo Sikoa tried to hog the glory for Jacob Fatu's United States title win over LA Knight at WrestleMania 41. Fatu fired back, saying he'd have won with or without Sikoa. LA Knight hit the scene, clearly itching for a rematch. His promo got cut short when Drew McIntyre jumped in, delivering a killer speech, but also eyeing Fatu's title. Knight and McIntyre fought to earn a shot at Fatu, but Sikoa and Damian Priest crashed the match. WrestleMania is supposed to end rivalries, yet these guys seem tangled up for another month, maybe heading for a four-way brawl at the next big show. Number 3. Best. Fraxium shakes up SmackDown's tag team scene. SmackDown's tag team division was already top-notch, but it leveled up when NXT's former champs, Fraxium, debuted as a duo against Los Garza. A commercial break threw off the rhythm briefly, but the Fort Worth, Texas crowd went wild for the high-flying action. Fraxium's flashy style meshed perfectly with Angel and Berto's lucha libre flair. Nathan Fraser and his masked teammate sealed the win with their signature Spanish fly/Phoenix splash combo. Other teams better watch out. Fraxium was already a wrestling powerhouse before stepping foot on SmackDown. Number 4. Best and worst. Zelina Vega snags the WWE Women's US title. The title switch on SmackDown was a shocker. Amazing for some, upsetting for others. Chelsea Green had won over tons of fans with her hilarious antics, backed by Piper Niven and Alba Fire as her secret Hervis. Still, Zelina Vega has been a rock-solid wrestler, taking on anyone, big or small. She'd already beaten Green twice in the past month, so a third win seemed unlikely. The upset was a bold move for a show meant to feel huge coming off WrestleMania. Number 5. Worst. SmackDown rehashes Raw's tired opening. Raw kicked off with new, undisputed WWE champion John Cena mocking the crowd, vowing to wreck wrestling, only for Randy Orton to drop him with an RKO. SmackDown lazily copied the formula. Cena strolled out, ripping into fans again, but Orton quickly appeared. They jawed for 20 long minutes, with Cena hurling insults at a kid and an older fan. It was all a predictable setup for another RKO, which Orton landed after Cena swung first. The segment dragged, wasting time that could have gone to Alexa Bliss. Everyone saw the Backlash match coming before WrestleMania, and Nick Aldis just made it official later. Number 6. Best. TLC Tag Team Main Event steals the show. Some say SmackDown's TLC Tag Team Main Event deserved a WrestleMania spot over New Day's win. The card had plenty of multi-star bouts, but only one gimmick match. A Sin City street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. That was the only downside to the WWE Tag Title match, where DIY, Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns brought the house down in Fort Worth. Too many wild moments to count, including a nod to Edge spearing Jeff Hardy off a ladder mid-air. It was one of 2025's best matches, proving SmackDown's tag division now outshines AEW's. The truth behind Alistair Black's eye. After weeks of cryptic hints, former NXT champion Alistair Black stormed back to WWE on the latest SmackDown. The former AEW star crashed the Miz's segment, silencing the loudmouth with a brutal black mass that left him crumpled in the ring. Black walked away as the crowd roared, "Welcome back." Thrilled to see him back in WWE. His entrance and vibe felt familiar, but one thing stood out. His eye looked different. sparking questions about what happened. The answer is simple yet gripping. Black is still carrying the scars of a 2020 injury. On the July 27, 2020 episode of Raw, Seth Rollins sicked Buddy Murphy on him, who smashed Black's eye against the steel steps. Since then, Black has worn a contact lens to play up the damage, and he's still selling that intense moment. This SmackDown was unforgettable for Black's wife, SmackDown star Zelina Vega. Not only did her husband return, but she also snatched the Women's United States title from Chelsea Green, the first ever champ. Vega was overcome with emotion, celebrating a dream night. She posted on social media, sharing a photo with WWE CCO Triple H, holding her title high, and another of her and Black sharing a quiet, heartfelt moment. "What is life right now and new?" wrote Zelina Vega. With Black back in Vega as the new Women's US Champion, the WWE Universe is eager to see what Triple H's creative team has in store for this real-life power couple in the months ahead. The WWE officially confirmed Bianca Belair's injury. A fan favorite has shared a heartfelt message after WWE announced Bianca Belair's injury. During her WrestleMania 41 match, Belair suffered a finger injury that left her sidelined. Backstage, she confirmed the break, but stayed upbeat, praising Sky for her victory. She also made it clear her feud with Rhea Ripley is far from over, vowing to come after her. Tonight, Wade Barrett sent her words of support. On SmackDown, WWE confirmed Belair's injury during a Byron Saxton interview, showing her hand wrapped and fingers splinted, signaling broken bones. They announced she'd step away to recover. Barrett followed with a message wishing her well. Static: "Get well soon, Bianca Belair. We'll miss you." At WrestleMania 41, Belair battled Sky and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. She earned her spot by winning the Elimination Chamber, but her hoped-for singles match became a triple threat when Ripley was added. In the end, Sky pinned Belair to keep the title. Here's hoping Bianca Belair makes a quick recovery and returns stronger than ever. There's backstage unhappiness in WWE over a recent announcement. Triple H led the charge in hyping up WWE's huge new partnership with Netflix, but not everyone's cheering. The announcement of the upcoming documentary, WWE Unreal, has stirred up unease behind the scenes. On a recent WrestleVotes radio episode on WrestleBinge, hosts Joey Votes and TC revealed that the documentary, unveiled during WrestleMania 41 weekend, will pull back the curtain on WWE's creative process and backstage operations. Some longtime WWE veterans and staff aren't thrilled about exposing the wrestling world so deeply, feeling it gives away too much of the magic. The backlash isn't just backstage. X is Rupert's buzzing with outrage over WWE Unreal. Many argue there's no need to dive this deep into WWE's creative secrets, especially since The Rock keeps reminding everyone wrestling is a work. He's broken character multiple times, like on Raw's Netflix debut, a SmackDown press conference before Elimination Chamber 2025, and again on the Pat McAfee show post-WrestleMania 41, calling it all a work, which hasn't gone over well. It's not that fans don't know wrestling's scripted. Even kids like the young fan in Brussels who got called out by John Cena seem to get it. The real issue is that wrestling thrives on letting fans escape reality for a bit. Past WWE shows like WWE 24 and Breaking Ground focused on the personal struggles and journeys of superstars, not the nuts and bolts of the scripted storylines. Exposing that feels like it could dim the spark for some. Cathy Kelley for manager? Cathy Kelley, a familiar face on Raw's Netflix broadcasts, is reportedly set for a major career leap. Fresh off the heels of an unforgettable WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, the 36-year-old interviewer might soon trade her mic for a ringside role. Reports from the Wrestling Observer newsletter via Dave Meltzer confirm WWE's current plan is to transition Kelley into a managerial position. She's been quietly training at the WWE Performance Center, sharpening her in-ring skills and promo work for weeks, hinting at this shift. Kelley first joined WWE in 2016 during WrestleMania 32 week in Dallas, left in 2020, and returned in 2022 to become a key backstage interviewer, chatting with top stars and legends. Not everyone's on board, though. On Behind the Turnbuckle, the last word, Jonathan Coachman, former Raw interim GM, slammed Kelley's work ethic. He claimed she focuses more on her appearance than her craft, unlike the dedicated Jackie Redmond. Because Cathy Kelley is clueless, that's why. She's worried about what kind of glasses she's gonna wear and try to be this really good reporter. And she never does prep. I mean, she didn't prep when I was there, so why would she prep now? It's all about the look for her and shooting that she's working out in the gym with Maxine Dupree instead of working out her craft like Jackie Redmond does, Coachman said. Despite the criticism, Kelley's potential move to a managerial role could shake things up on Raw. Who she'll manage remains a mystery, but her training suggests WWE sees her as more than just a backstage voice. Bron Breakker vows to crush Travis Scott's soul. WrestleMania 41 Sunday. Left jaws on the floor when John Cena dethroned Cody Rhodes as undisputed WWE champion, with Travis Scott's interference sealing the deal. Now Bron Breakker is gunning for the music star, promising to spear the soul out of him for hurting Rhodes. In a chat with Gorilla Position, Breakker was asked which celebrity he'd love to flatten. Without hesitation, he named Scott, saying he's got a score to settle for busting Rhodes' eardrum, and Scott's in for a world of hurt if he shows up again. I believe Travis Scott. I believe we owe him one, don't we? Yes, we do. Now, so whenever he decides to come back, the receipt for that burst eardrum, yeah, he's going to get it. Breakker, now one of Raw's top villains after teaming up with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins on April 21st, clearly has his sights set beyond the ring. Scott's already catching heat for dodging a payback hit from Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 after injuring him at Elimination Chamber. With Breakker locked on Scott, the tension's only getting hotter. Will this lead to a face-to-face showdown? We'll see if Breakker delivers a bone-rattling spear to Scott down the line. UWE's huge bid to steal AEW's Mariah May, WWE is ready to roll out a jaw-dropping deal to nab a major AEW talent. Mariah May, last seen in AEW battling Toni Storm in their Hollywood ending match at Revolution, has reportedly told the company she won't renew her contract. With her deal set to end later this year, AEW rushed to wrap up her 3-match saga with Storm at Revolution, hot off their second clash at AEW Grand Slam Australia. According to WrestleVotes Radio on Sportskeeda's Backstage Pass Patreon, WWE is planning an outstanding offer to sign May when her AEW contract runs out around fall, showing massive interest in the English standout. There's some confusion about when May's AEW deal actually expires. Some say it's got time left, while others point to November. We'll keep you updated on May's next moves and WWE's pursuit as more details come to light. Did Cody Rhodes leave WWE? Cody Rhodes was set to hit SmackDown after WrestleMania 41 to talk about his gut-wrenching loss in Las Vegas. But when the show rolled around, he was nowhere to be found. His no-show on the blue brand worried a lot of fans, but there's no need to panic. The American Nightmare hasn't left WWE. He's just taking some much-needed time off with his family. WrestleVotes Radio spilled the tea, saying Rhodes was spotted at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida, a fun spot in Orlando's Walt Disney World where visitors go to unwind. After the chaos of WrestleMania 41, it sounds like the former champ went there to recharge. For 2 years, Rhodes has been a machine in WWE, grinding through weekly shows, live events, house shows, and tours. With the undisputed WWE title no longer his, he's earned a breather. It's unclear if this is a quick break or a longer hiatus, but WWE will likely bring him back to TV soon. Rhodes has been the ultimate good guy since returning to WWE, but John Cena's shady title win at WrestleMania 41, echoing Rhodes' past betrayals by the Bloodline, has some wondering if he'll flip to a bad guy. That's unlikely for now. WWE's been shaping Rhodes as the top hero of his era, the heart of the company. His story with Cena paints him as the underdog, and that's set to continue when he's back. A heel turn might happen one day, but it's not on the horizon. Expect Rhodes to kick off a comeback journey, possibly gunning for the undisputed WWE title right away. What's next for him is anyone's guess, but it's gonna be big. Tiffany Stratton wardrobe issue on SmackDown. On the latest SmackDown, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton stepped into the ring for a surprise match against Jade Cargill, but an unexpected incident stole the spotlight. Fresh off her title defense against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41, Stratton was ready to bask in her victory. Her moment was cut short when Cargill stormed out, throwing down a challenge that led to an impromptu clash. The match was intense but didn't last long, as Naomi and Nia Jax jumped in, each with their own scores to settle with Cargill and Stratton. Nia Jax ended the night standing tall, but the real buzz came from an earlier moment. During a superplex from Cargill, Stratton's top slipped, causing an accidental wardrobe issue. WWE quickly cut the feed, flashing to a black screen multiple times to cover it up. With Naomi and Nia Jax now circling, Stratton and Cargill are bracing for what looks like a heated new feud.